Live coverage starting soon. Live coverage starting soon. It's time for Kennett Indian Softball. This broadcast presented by Kennett Bowling Lanes, State Farm Insurance, Kennett Trust Bank, Harris Pharmacy, Curapath Wellness, Kennett Girls Softball Association, and Patterson Auto Sales. Other sponsors include Bloom Bella Flowers and Gifts, Century 21, Ultimate Fitness, and Hanley McAtee Farms. And now, Kennett Indian Softball.
Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to Indian Park as we get set for Kennett Indian Softball this afternoon as the Lady Indians play host of the Lady Tigers of Risco. This ball game originally scheduled to start at 4 o'clock, and so if you originally looked at the Misha Post and didn't see any of the other information, it was changed on the Misha website to 4:30, but we're probably going to be closer to 4:45 before we get the ball game underway this afternoon from Indian Park. Risco taking their warm-ups. The Lady Indians have been out here for quite a while, but the fans keep arriving. I see the umpires walking down the walkway headed toward the ballpark as we get set for first pitch this afternoon. Looking at these two teams, we'll take a look at both Risco and Kennett. Kennett off to a great start to the season. We have a little news to share with you from a couple of little tidbits to share with you. One, that Coach Dollins is not going to tell his team. So if I tell you over the radio, you have to promise not to tell any of the girls. And as this could be a big day for the Lady Indians, and they have a big weekend coming up, Friday and Saturday softball. We'll tell you about that as well when our pregame show continues. Kennett Indian Softball here on 98.7 WGCQ and AM 1540 KBOA.
Experience the April 8th total solar eclipse at the American Legion Fairgrounds in Kennett. Delta Fair vendors will offer a taste of the fair Saturday and Sunday with live music provided by Rooster Blue, Andre Shepard, The Suspects, Double Take, Elliott Wade, and Jaded. The eclipse will take place Monday when Kennett falls within the moon's shadow for a total of 2 minutes and 12 seconds beginning at 1:57 p.m. Join the fun at the American Legion Fairgrounds in Kennett.
Come see Grace and Glow at the corner of Tico and 1st Street in Kennett. They offer 24-hour access tanning, so you can tan when you want to tan. Just $55 a month gets you unlimited tanning or single sessions for $8. They also offer the most popular weight loss shots, semaglutide and tirzepatide, plus Botox and Dysport shots, along with fillers to make you look your best. Be sure to visit their great boutique. That's Grace and Glow at the corner of Tico and 1st Street in Kennett.
At Harris Pharmacy, you can get all of your prescriptions in one stop, and we'll even remind you when it's time to get a refill with our MedSync and Refill Reminder programs. Hi, this is Darren with Harris Pharmacy. Stop by today at 1224 1st Street in Kennett for your over-the-counter and prescription needs. You can come through the drive-thru, or we deliver for free inside the city limits of Kennett. We also offer flu, shingles, and pneumonia vaccines. Come see us today at Harris Pharmacy in Kennett. Good luck, Indians.
Back at Indian Park, the officials are making their way toward home plate, and let me tell you, the little secrets that thought I would share with you, because Coach Dollins said as he was out here earlier working on the field, Kennett has the most recent statewide polls. They're ranked third. But coming up this weekend, the Indians are going to be facing two of the top four teams in the state this weekend. So a big weekend. The Indians off to a 10-0 start. Risco with a record of 5-3-1 this season. So Risco, a good start to the season as well, taking on undefeated Kennett here today. Tomorrow at 4:30, it'll be Diamond, one of those top state-ranked teams, and then Mount Vernon will be in Game 2 at 6 o'clock. Those ball games are over in the West County area, Park Hills, West County area. Then on Saturday at 9 o'clock in the morning, it'll be Valley Catholic, the opponent of the Lady Indians, and then West County at 1:30. We'll talk to Coach Logan Dollins a little bit of detail as after the ball game today, and you can hear that interview on the Kennett Indian Coaches Show coming up tomorrow. Bloom Bella Flowers and Gifts, they're one of our great broadcast sponsors. We appreciate their support of our broadcast of Kennett Indian softball. And while I'm giving thanks, we have to certainly thank Laura McAtee for putting all of this together. She helped gather up the sponsors, a great group of sponsors, and Dennis Nail also helping us out, Paige Gillick, and we have a lot of action going on in the springtime, and we only have a limited amount of live streaming camera setups. We also have KCRV baseball going on today, no Kennett baseball, so I'm with you for the Lady Indians broadcast this afternoon. Paul Glass has the broadcast of, I believe, South Pemiscot, and I don't know. Paul Glass, I know, has a broadcast this afternoon, and let me tell you who that will be as baseball, Cena Thornersville. Yeah, Cena Thornersville at South Pemiscot. There you go. So Cena Thornersville, we had them at Holcomb in high school baseball last week, and now we'll have Cena Thornersville going to South Pemiscot to take on the Bulldogs. And that currently underway over on the KCRV streaming platforms and on KCRV FM 105.1. If you want to tune into that broadcast, see some of the Kennett Indian varsity baseball players here. The JV team also playing today, so no Kennett baseball practice this afternoon. Their next game will be against Portageville on Monday. Another one of our great broadcast sponsors is Century 21 Real Estate. We appreciate all the folks at Century 1. If you have a property you're wanting to sell, or if you're looking to buy a property around the area, call the great folks over at Century 21 Real Estate, one of our great broadcast sponsors. I have another little tidbit to share with you that Coach Dollins and Dennis Nail mentioned to me. I'll tell you about that when our pregame show continues from Indian Park right after this.
Kennett Bowling Lanes is under new ownership, and they're excited to announce new menu items coming soon with delicious lunch specials every day. Looking for a fun family outing? Family night is every Wednesday night from 4 to 8. Kids bowl for free with a meal purchase. Book your next birthday party with a basic or pizza party package. They can also host business events. Call 888-9400 to make a reservation or stop by 1315 St. Francis Street in Kennett. Kennett Bowling Lanes. Strike up some fun.
Kennett Girls Softball Association is a proud sponsor of Kennett Indian Softball. Their goal is to promote the game of softball as well as stress the importance of sportsmanship to girls in Kennett and the surrounding areas. Registrations are currently being accepted until March 29th for softball and baseball at Baker, Wellman Brown, and Farm Bureau. Get those kiddos signed up for a summer of fun.
Perry Jones back at Indian Park as we get set for the first pitch as Risco, the opponent of the Lady Indians. The Lady Indians looking to go 11-1 before they go on that tough road trip. 2 games tomorrow up in the West County area, and then 2 more games on Saturday. And very good opponents. probably, no, without a doubt, some of the best opponents the Lady Indians are going to face all year long will be coming up this weekend. Coach Logan Dollins sent a message to Dennis Nail, who shared it with me, and then Coach Dollins talked a little bit before this game about Hadley Wilson. Hadley needs 4 RBIs to break the all-time RBI record for Kennett. Hannah Criswell currently holds the record at 163. Hadley is at 160, so 3 would tie Hannah Criswell's record, and 4 RBIs will give Hadley Wilson the Kennett record as far as RBIs. State records, it's possible that Hadley, if she has a strong final 20 games of the season, could easily be up as one of the RBI leaders in the state. I don't know if she can reach the number 1 spot. I think that is around 220 RBIs in the number 1 position statewide, but at 160 right now and 3 away from the school record of 163 held by Hannah Criswell. And we all know what kind of player Hannah was. That just speaks volumes for Hadley Wilson and her production, and just needing 4 RBIs to break that school record. Could it happen today? You never know, and if it does, we'll have it for you right here on the radio, 98.7 WGCQ and AM 1540 KBOA. Our streaming platforms, KTMO platforms. That's KTMO YouTube. We're also on KTMOradio.com and KTMOradio.com website, and we're on the KTMO Live tab there. On KTMO this afternoon, it's the Cardinal home opener underway up in St. Louis. A little cool in St. Louis, but that home opener is underway, and right now the Cardinals in the bottom of the 5th, they're down 4-2 to the Marlins. Marlins looking for their first win of the season, and they are currently ahead, and that's Skip Schumacher's ball club. 4-2 over the Cardinals in their season opener. But still, a lot of time left in that. Runner at second and 1 out, bottom of the 5th currently for the Cardinals. That broadcast over on KTMO FM 106.5. Home for Cardinal baseball all season long. We're going to take another break as we're getting close, I think, to first pitch here from Indian Park as we get set for Kennett Indian softball. Ultimate Fitness and Sports, they're one of our great broadcast sponsors, and we appreciate all the folks at Ultimate Fitness and Sports here in Kennett. Great workout facilities. They have wonderful membership plans if you want to get you a membership to go work out. And they also have those great indoor practice facilities at Ultimate Fitness and Sports here in Kennett. We'll take another pregame break. When we come back, we'll give you starting lineups of this one. It's Kennett hosting Risco. Back with more from Indian Park right after this.
Locally owned Kennett Trust Bank understands the importance of great service, great rates, and putting the focus on you. Hi, this is John Patton with Kennett Trust Bank, inviting you to stop by at our new location, 917 First Street in Kennett. We offer full banking services like checking, savings accounts, plus home, auto, commercial, and agricultural loans. Stop by our new location, 917 First Street today, or online at KennettTrustBank.com. Kennett Trust Bank is proud to support the Kennett Indians. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Hello, I'm Trenton Patterson with Patterson Auto Sales in Kennett. If you're looking for a newer, late model vehicle at a great price, then you need to come see me at Patterson Auto Sales. I've worked for the big dealerships, and I can save you money off of what you pay when you buy a used car or truck at the dealership. Plus, I have several great credit options, and we can guarantee financing for anyone, regardless of credit. Come see me, Trenton Patterson, at Patterson Auto Sales, 1005 First Street in Kennett, or visit our website online at pattersonautosales.mycarsonline.com.
Welcome back to Indian Park. The coaches meet with the officials. A sunny day at Indian Park, but rather cool, and a big stiff breeze blowing out to center to left field here this afternoon. Certainly going to help any ball hit in the air out toward left field and center field here at Indian Park this afternoon. Here's the way Risco will come to the plate as they bat in the top of the first. Aubrey White will be leading things off. She's the shortstop for the Tigers. Landry Baker will hit second and play second base. Jalen Presley will be doing the pitching and batting third. Peyton Carlisle, the cleanup hitter, will be doing the catching for the Tigers. Lydia Albritton will be at third base and batting fifth. Avery Presley will be in center field and batting sixth for the Tigers. Natalie Collier will be hitting seventh and playing first base for Risco. J.C. Thompson will be in left field and batting eighth, and Leslie Razor will be in right field and batting ninth for the Risco Tigers. The Kennett Indians about to take to the field, and this is the way the Indians will be coming to the plate in the bottom of the first inning. And it'll be Hanley McAtee leading things off for the Indians, and McAtee will be playing shortstop this afternoon. McCagg will hit second and play second base. Wilson will be the DH, looking for those 4 RBIs to break the school record. She'll be the DH in batting third. Tennant will be doing the catching and batting fourth. Payne at first base will hit fifth. Barton at third base will hit sixth for the Lady Indians. Emma Botkin will be doing the pitching. Emma Botkin, the right-hander, as she takes her warm-up tosses and hitting seventh. It'll be Patterson hitting eighth and playing right field, and Wilcutt in center field batting ninth for the Lady Indians. Defensively, as the Lady Indians take to the field, it's Tennant behind the plate, Barton at third, McAtee at short, McCagg at second, Payne at first. In the outfield, Raspberry will be the flex player, and playing in left field, Wilcutt in center, and Patterson out in right field. And the right-hander, Emma Bodkin, taking her warm-up tosses. Good to have you along this afternoon. Kennett Indian Baseball. We're about ready for our first pitch from Indian Park. Hanley McAtee Farms, one of our great broadcast sponsors. Hanley playing shortstop today. We appreciate all the support of our broadcast. I know a lot of excitement for this ball club, and we're about set to get underway. Emma Bodkin's ready, and stepping in the box, Aubrey White, the leadoff hitter for the Tigers of Risco. The first pitch from Bodkin, headed to the plate, is a little bit low, ball one. And we are underway. 4:49, first pitch here from Indian Park this afternoon. Bodkin steps back into the box. Bodkin's ready as White steps back into the box, and this pitch a little bit low, ball two. Emma Smith with the first two deliveries, just a little bit low. Does a little dirt work right in front of the pitching rubber out inside the circle. Gets the sign from Tennant, and this pitch is also low, so the first three missing low to Aubrey White, the leadoff batter. See if Aubrey might be taking a pitch here, ahead in the count 3-0, and trying to get Risco with a leadoff base runner. Bodkin delivers the 3-0 pitch, outside corner, called strike one. Wind blowing pretty strong out to left field here at Indian Park this afternoon. 3-1, the count to White. The next pitch headed home. Hit in the air down the third baseline, and it lands foul over by the Kennett dugout. The count goes full, 3-2. Barton playing at third, unable to get there, gave it a good chase. Not that I can see it. Dennis Nail knows what I'm talking about, but I know she gave it a good chase. And it's 3-2. This ball hit to third. Nice play there by Barton on the short hop, and fires it to first for out number one. Ground ball out is how we start this one. Barton to Payne. That brings up Landry Baker. Landry, another right-handed hitter for the Tigers, facing Emma Bodkin. Emma fell behind 3-0, but came back and got the leadoff hitter White. This pitch is low, ball one to Landry Baker. Kennett outfield shallow. Barton about 2 steps in at third. Payne doing the same at first to protect against the bunt. 1-0 the count to Baker. Bodkin delivers the pitch home. A high pitch and a swing and a miss. Evens the count, 1-1. A chilly day at the ballpark here this afternoon at Indian Park. 1 ball, 1 strike. To the batter, Landry Baker. 1 out, nobody on. Risco, top of the first. This pitch bounces at the plate. Ball 2, 2-1. Baker back of the box, and Bodkin ready for the 2-1 pitch. It's headed home. A hit right back to Bodkin, who will snag it before it hits the ground. So a little line drive right back to the pitcher, and that is out number 2. 2 down for Risco, nobody on, and coming to the plate, Jalen Presley. Presley will do the pitching for the Tigers when they go out onto the field. Now batting with 2 down and the base is empty, and the first pitch inside corner from Bodkin, called strike 1. Now the wind blowing straight out to center field. It's certainly going to help any ball hit out in the air here this afternoon. The 0-1 pitch is hit hard back up the middle by a diving McAtee into center field, so a 2-out single on a hard ground ball. Wilcutt gets it back in quickly, and at first base will be Presley with a 2-out single. That brings up Peyton Carlisle, the cleanup hitter. Catcher for the Lady Tigers. She'll try to do some damage here in the top half of the first inning with a runner at first and 2 down. Bodkin with the first pitch home. Cutter on the outside corner is a called strike. Presley with a big lead off first, now goes back to first. And it's 0-1 to Peyton Carlisle. Albritton, the on-deck hitter for Risco. Bodkin gets the sign. The pitch is low, and a good stop by Tennant keeps the runner down at first. And the count even, 1-1. 2 outs, runner at first for Risco, top of the first inning. Next pitch to Carlisle, fouled back to the backstop. And the count goes to 1-2 to the cleanup hitter for Risco, Peyton Carlisle. Peyton back in the box. Emma Bodkin looks down at her wristband for the play call. The 1-2 pitch with Presley at first, headed home. This one gets away from the catcher, Tennant. That's ball 2, and the runner Presley will scoot down to second base. So Presley in scoring position for Risco down at second base now in 2 outs. 2 balls, 2 strikes to count to Carlisle. Emma Bodkin with the 2-2 pitch, hit in the air to center field. Wilcutt will go back and make the catch about 10 feet in front of the center field fence. So Risco strands a runner at the top of the first. They come up empty. Kennett bats bottom of the first when we return to Indian Park right after this.
Who doesn't love being number 1? When your team's dominating the standings or your favorite band rocks the charts at number 1, it feels good, right? Kind of like how it feels when you have auto insurance with State Farm. Because making you feel like number 1 is an honor your local State Farm agent takes seriously. Through the good times and not so good, your State Farm agent's proud to be here to help life go right.
See State Farm agent Greg Wilson in Kennett. Call 888-4913.
Experience the April 8th total solar eclipse at the American Legion Fairgrounds in Kennett. Delta Fair vendors will offer a taste of the fair Saturday and Sunday with live music provided by Rooster Blue, Andre Shepard, The Suspects, Double Take, Elliott Wade, and Jaded. The eclipse will take place Monday when Kennett falls within the moon's shadow for a total of 2 minutes and 12 seconds beginning at 1:57 p.m. Join the fun at the American Legion Fairgrounds in Kennett.
Big weekend coming up with the eclipse scheduled for Monday. Yes, a lot of activities. Be sure to Invite all your friends over to Kennett that may be from outside the area. A lot of activities going on. Chamber of Commerce and several local groups all putting together a great weekend of activities. A night golf tournament, 9-hole tournament on Sunday night out at the Kennett Country Club. 2-person 9-hole golf tournament. That'll be a lot of fun as well. Jalen Presley has finished her warm-up tosses. It'll be McAtee, McKegg, and Wilson, the top 3 in the order, followed by Tennant, Payne, and Barton. Then Bodkin, Patterson, and Wilcutt due up for Coach Logan Dollins and his Lady Indians. And Hanley McAtee, leadoff hitter, right-handed hitter, steps in the box, facing Jalen Presley. First pitch to Hanley, a check swing, and she'll foul it over the backstop. For strike 1. 2-out base runner for Risco in the first. She advanced down to second base, but a fly out by their cleanup hitter, Presley, who's now doing the pitching to end the inning. The 0-1 pitch is high, ball 1 to McAtee. 1-1 to Hanley. 10-0 Lady Indians. Jalen Presley with a 1-1 pitch. This one sails over Hanley's head for ball 2. 2-1 the count. Outfield straight away for McAtee. Next pitch, and Hanley rips it inside the bag fair at third. She'll round first and head to second, and she'll throw on the brakes there with a leadoff double just inside the bag at third base. That was a hard-hit ground ball just inside the bag at third. And McAtee down at second base, leadoff base runner for the Lady Indians, and here is Kinsley McKegg. Kinsley, another right-handed batter. Now with a runner in scoring position, nobody out, top of the first inning. First pitch to McKegg, and she swings, misses, and the ball gets to the backstop, and that lets McAtee get down to second, or down to third base. So McAtee now at third base with a nobody out. Top of the first, or bottom of the first inning, and the Lady Indians trying to do some damage as we reach 5 o'clock here in the first inning, getting a later start today. Foul tip at the plate, and it's 0-2 now on Kinsley McKegg. Wilson in the on-deck circle for Kennett. The 0-2 pitch to McKegg. The changeup is high, ball 1. 5 o'clock, Kennett Lady Indian softball on 98.7 WGCQ. Haytie Kennett, AM 1540, KBOA AM Kennett. Ball 2 is up and away to McKegg. Presley got ahead in the count, 0-2 on McKegg, and now the next 2 outside of the zone. It's 2-2. McAtee, the base runner at third, nobody out. The 2-2 pitch hit down the third baseline, but foul. Albritton, the third baseman, down there. Carlisle doing the catching. Presley doing the pitching. Albritton, the third base player for the Risco Tigers. Back and guarding the line. This pitch is high. Ball 3. 3-2 the count. White, the shortstop. Baker at second. Collier at first. Outfield is Thompson in left. Presley in center and Razor in right field. The 3-2 pitch to Kinsley McKegg with McAtee on at third. And she pulls this one foul down the left field line. Out in front of that one. Wind blowing at a pretty good pace here at the ballpark this afternoon and blowing out toward left. 3-2 the count to McKegg. McAtee at third. Presley's pitch is high, ball 4. Runners at the corners. Guess who that brings up? Hadley Wilson. She is 4 RBIs shy of the state RBI record, or the Kennett RBI record. Hannah Criswell holds that record with 163. Wilson has 160 currently, and a home run would tie her up for the state record. And the first pitch is taken for a ball. Wilson showed bunt, pulled it back, and took it for ball 1. Nobody out, bottom of the first, runners at first and third. So Wilson showing bunt on the first pitch, and that wind blowing out to left. The 1-0 pitch. This one's a little bit inside, ball 2, 2-0, the count to Wilson. Hadley can look for something she likes here. Didn't like this one. It was a high pitch throw cut off going down to second. Had to count 3-0 on Wilson as McKegg steals second base. So a couple of runners now in scoring position for the Lady Indians. McKegg at second, McAtee at third, a 3-0 count to Hadley Wilson. See if she gets the green light here. And she does. She grounds it hard past the shortstop into left field. 1 run will score. The second run coming around third will also come in. Hard hit ball. White tried to get it on the backhand, but got by her, and that's going to be a 2 RBI single. She'll take second on the throw back in. As McAtee scores on the play, McKegg also scores on the last play. Wilson took second base on the throw, and the first pitch is a strike to Emma Tennant. So 2-0 Kennett. Let me update my scoreboard. Now I got everything correct. And there's 2 of the 4 RBIs to tie the school, or to break the school record for Hadley Wilson. This pitch is in there, a called strike to Emma Tennant. And that's quickly 0-2 to Emma. Wilson, the base runner at second. The 0-2 to Tennant is a changeup, a little bit low. That's ball 1. Kennett up 2-0. We're in the bottom of the first inning here at Indian Park. Jaylyn Presley. Next pitch headed home. This one's hit out into center field. Center fielder goes back, and that's a line drive. Going to get over the fence. And a round tripper for Emma Tennant. Straight away, center field. She just hit a line drive, and it got out of here. And 2 more runs across for the Lady Indians. They lead it 4-0. Still nobody out here in the first inning. That one did not get very much height on it at all. Center fielder Presley kind of broke back there, and that one landed up against the flagpoles out in straightaway center field up on the hill. First pitch headed home to Avery Payne is inside and low, ball 1. Good start for the Lady Indians. They lead 4-0 here at the bottom of the first. Pitch, a changeup a little bit high, ball 2. I ruled that hit by Wilson a hit. The official scorekeeper in this game will be the Kennett scorekeepers, but it was a hard hit ball to the shortstop. Here's a strike called. 2-1 the count now to Avery Payne. I always like to say that my official is not the official scorebook. Far from it. There's a strike called at the letters. 2-2 the count now to Avery Payne. Bases loaded, but 4 runs in for the Lady Indians here at the bottom of the first inning. Barton in the on-deck circle will bat next for Kennett. The 2-2 pitch to Avery Payne. Change up, and Avery just gets a piece of it, stays alive. Fouls it straight back. Two balls, two strikes to Payne. Presley's pitch hit right back at Payne. She'll backhand it and throw it to first, and that's the first out in the inning. Presley caught that one in self-defense. A one-hopper right back to her, and she'll throw to Collier at first for the first out of the inning. That brings up Lauren Barton. Lauren bats from the left side of the plate. First pitch headed home to Barton. A line drive gets past Baker at second and into center field. Hard hit ball there, and on the line drive, and a single puts Barton down at first. And again, my scoring is unofficial. If you had a really, really tough scorekeeper, both of those balls hit could have been counted as errors. But you would probably be looking at professional-style softball players to have that. The runner goes, the pitch is a ball, and Barton steals second. It's 1 ball, no strikes to Emma Bodkin at the plate. Kennett pitcher has been given a 4-0 lead. Now Barton down in scoring position. Just 1 out in the inning for Emma. Emma takes this one a little bit high for ball 2. Patterson in the on-deck circle for Kennett. 2-0 the count to Bodkin. Presley's pitch is way high, ball 3, 3-0. Lady Indians getting the action here against Risco today, and then 2 tough ones coming tomorrow and 2 tough ones on Saturday. The 3-0 pitch is in there for a called strike. 3-1 now to Bodkin. The 3-1 is fouled back to the screen. 3-2 now the count. Again, thanks to Dennis Snail doing a lot of our Lady Indian softball games this season when I'm tied up with the baseball games for Kennett. Paul Glass also helping out when Paul's not tied up with KCRV baseball. Pitch on the inside corner is a called strike 3. So now 2 outs for Kennett and a runner at second. That brings up Lindley Patterson. Lindley, another left-handed hitter for the Lady Indians, facing Jalen Presley. Patterson pops the first one up, and it's going to get over the first base dugout. Now to play, strike 1. Next pitch, a changeup, stays just high to Patterson. Ball 1, 1-1 the count. Wilson with a 2 RBI single to left center. Then Tennant, a 2-run homer for the Lady Indians. This changeup, boy, it drops in there a little bit low. Didn't miss by much. Way off-speed delivery from Patterson on that changeup. Reminds me of the old slow pitch softball almost. That one was way above the batter's head and drops in there. Now the 2-1 pitch to Patterson. Patterson crushes it down the right field line. Forget about it. This baby is over the scoreboard and up on top the hill. Lindley Patterson, 2-run homer. Well, that was a no-doubter. Way over the scoreboard and up on top of the hill. Second home run of the inning for the Lady Indians, and Kennett now leads it 6-0. 2 outs and nobody on. What a blast by Patterson that time. Tennant's home run was just a line drive. It didn't get but about 25 feet up in the air, but it was a line drive shot. But the one from Patterson, it was a Mark McGuire-type home run. It was a high blast that just kept going. First pitch is a ball to Bailey Wilcutt. Another left-handed batter, Bailey in the batter's box. Pitch to Bailey as she steps on this one and takes it for a called strike. 1-1 the count. She'll slap it in play, knocked down by the shortstop, but unable to come up and make the throw over after White went in the hole over toward third. Beating that one out is Wilcutt. So a ground ball, and being the scorer that I am, I'm going to call that an infield hit. And we're going to go back to the top of the order now, and Hanley McAtee comes to the plate. Hanley single to start the game. First pitch is outside, and the throw down to second not in time. Wilcutt will steal second. She'll be in scoring position down at second base. I thought I might get a comment from Dennis. This ball is popped up, right field. Coming on the right fielder, Razor will make the play. A good job by Razor in right field. Kennett will strand a runner, but they lead it 6-0 as we go to the second. This is Kennett Lady Indian softball on 98.7 WGCQ and AM 1540 KBOA.
Come see Grace and Glow at the corner of Tico and First Street in Kennett. They offer 24-hour access tanning, so you can tan when you want to tan. Just $55 a month gets you unlimited tanning or single sessions for $8. They also offer the most popular weight loss shots, semaglutide and tirzepatide, plus Botox and Dysport shots, along with fillers to make you look your best. Be sure to visit their great boutique. That's Grace and Glow at the corner of Tico and First Street in Kennett.
At Harris Pharmacy, you can get all of your prescriptions in one stop, and we'll even remind you when it's time to get a refill with our MedSync and Refill Reminder programs. Hi, this is Darren with Harris Pharmacy. Stop by today at 1224 First Street in Kennett for your over-the-counter and prescription needs. You can come through the drive-thru, or we deliver for free inside the city limits of Kennett. We also offer flu, shingles, and pneumonia vaccines. Come see us today at Harris Pharmacy in Kennett. Good luck, Indians.
Kennett Bowling Lanes is under new ownership, and they're excited to announce new menu items coming soon with delicious lunch specials every day. Looking for a fun family outing? Family night is every Wednesday night from 4 to 8. Kids bowl for free with a meal purchase. Book your next birthday party with a basic or pizza party package. They can also host business events. Call 888-9400 to make a reservation or stop by 1315 St. Francis Street in Kennett. Kennett Bowling Lanes. Strike up some fun.
Leading things off, Jalen Presley. She's the pitcher for Risco, as this pitch is in there for a strike. There's a quick strike in there from Emma Bodkin, and this is Lydia Albritton actually at the plate, the third baseman. And the count 1-2 to Lydia. Pitch just off the plate, 2-2 the count. 6-0 Kennett. Let me correct the scoring on Wilson's ball that I counted as a base hit, as this ball is popped up on the infield. Easy play there for McAtee coming in behind the mound, or the circle for out number one. A little pop fly and a batter out. First out of the inning. So Wilson was credited with 1 RBI on that hit. I guess they thought the run would from third would have scored anyway. But it was ruled an error, and so now 161 RBIs for Wilson. Here's a line drive to McAtee. She'll drop to a knee and snag that one for out number 2. A pop out to McAtee, now a line out to McAtee. And it's 2 outs in the inning, and Natalie Collier will bat, facing Emma Bodkin. Swing and a miss, strike 1. Collier. Wind blowing out to left field. The home runs, though, have been to center field and to right field. And they have not needed any assist from the wind blowing here. The 0-1 pitch, swing and a miss, and it's 0-2 to Collier. Thompson in the on-deck circle if Natalie Collier can reach, and Emma Bodkin, quick work here in this top of the second. This is her 9th pitch of the inning. Misses low, ball 1. 1-2 the count to Collier. Kennett leads 6-0. That's the main thing. Bodkin gets the sign from Tennant, her catcher, and the ball fouled right back to the backstop. 1-2 the count. Kennett outfield straight away. McAtee snagging a little pop fly off the bat of Albritton for out number 1. Then Presley, a line drive to McAtee for out number 2. And here's a ground ball. 2 hops to McAtee for out number 3. 1, 2, 3 go the Tigers in the top of the second. We'll go bottom of the second. Kennett bats, leading this one 6-0.
Kennett Girls Softball Association is a proud sponsor of Kennett Indian Softball. Their goal is to promote the game of softball as well as stress the importance of sportsmanship to girls in Kennett and the surrounding areas. Registrations are currently being accepted until March 29th for softball and baseball at Baker, Wellman Brown, and Farm Bureau. Get those kiddos signed up for a summer of fun.
Locally owned Kennett Trust Bank understands the importance of great service, great rates, and putting the focus on you. Hi, this is John Patton with Kennett Trust Bank, inviting you to stop by at our new location, 917 First Street in Kennett. We offer full banking services like checking, savings accounts, plus home, auto, commercial, and agricultural loans. Stop by our new location, 917 First Street today, or online at KennettTrustBank.com. Kennett Trust Bank is proud to support the Kennett Indians. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Bottom of the second we go. Kennett bats, leading 6-0 as Jalen Presley finishes her warm-up tosses. It'll be McKegg, Wilson, and Tennant. Wilson was 3 RBIs shy of the school record, or tying the school record. I know she got 1 RBI. Could be 2, just however the official scoring is on that play. And Wilson will bat second in the inning, and Kinsley McKegg will lead things off. McKegg drew a walk in that first inning. And the first pitch to her is fouled off at the plate, strike 1. Six nothing Lady Indians, bottom of the second. McKegg fouls this one off at the plate, and it's quickly 0-2. Tennant and Patterson with home runs in the first inning. 2-run shots for both of the ladies in the first inning. A change-up, little looper's going to get into left field for a base hit. Good job, McKegg, staying back on that change-up. Just hit a little fly ball that'll drop in past White and Albritton in front of Thompson out in left. So a leadoff single by McKegg. And here's Wilson looking for some more RBIs. She stands in at the plate. She smashes the first one foul down the left field line. Strike one. That's the area we're not able to see. We have a good view of the air conditioner up here in the press box, which we're thankful for on some days. It does not help our view down the left field line. I have Wilson 1 for 1 on the day and 2 RBIs, so we'll see how the official scores have it, and that will be coming from the Kennett coaches. And here's a fly ball left field, and this is a home run by Wilson. Well, that didn't take long, ladies and gentlemen. 2-run homer, Hadley Wilson with a runner aboard. That will, without a doubt, count for 2 RBIs. So she has either tied the school record or she currently has the school record with that 2-run shot to left field. Boy, what an accomplishment. As the record Hannah Criswell has at 163. So if the first hit was counted an error but the run scores, would give her an RBI for her first, and that would tie her at 163. Or if the first was ruled a hit, she now has the record. Here's Tennant at the plate, and here's strike one to Emmett. Called strike from Jalen Presley. Next pitch to Tennant, a little bit high. I believe it's 1 ball and 2 strikes now to the batter, Emma Tennant. I was all excited putting my scores up on the scoreboard over here. Need to take the runner off the base. No one on base. 8-0 Kennett inside corner. And there's strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes now the count to Emma Tennant. Emma, the home run, her first at bat, and she'll bloop this one out in the shallow center field, and that'll drop in for a hit. Little pop fly single just into the outfield grass out in center field. So Tennant at first base, and here's Avery Payne. Avery grounded out, back to the pitcher her first time up. First pitch in there for a called strike to Payne. Barton in the on-deck circle for Kennett. Nobody out, bottom of the second. Kennett up 8-0. 0-1 pitch. Hard hit down the third base line, and that's a fair ball. Runner at second will head down to third, and down to second base with a double is Avery Payne, and the runner Tennant will come on home on the play. Boy, that ball was scorched down the left field line. Thompson trying to keep the runner from scoring, but on the last play, Tennant came all the way in to score. Payne stops down at second. So another run for the Lady Indians. Now they lead it 9-0. Nobody out in the inning until the ground ball back to the pitcher off the bat of Lauren Barton. So 1 pitch there, and ground ball. It's going to retire Barton, but Payne will move up to third base on the play. Nine nothing Kennett. Now Emma Barton at the plate, and Emma takes ball 1. Jalen Presley. Pitch foul down the right field line, lands on top of the batting cage. 1-1 the count. Lady Indians going to have a tough couple of days coming up, softball action, but that's what I know Coach Dollins wants. He wants to play some of the best in the state, and that's exactly what he's going to have to do the next couple of days. We'll tell you about that schedule when we get a moment. 1-1 the count to Bodkin. And Jalen Presley with a pitch. A little bit low and inside, ball 2. 2-1 the count. Kennett, in a statewide softball poll that just came out, was ranked 3rd in the state of Missouri, and they're going to be playing a couple of the top teams in the state. This pitch is high, ball 3, 3-1. One down, runner at third is Payne, and a ground ball to second. The play will be to first for the out, and the run will score. So Kennett adds another run on the RBI ground out off the bat of Emma Bodkin. Baker to Collier on the play, and that allowed Payne to score, and it's 10-0 Kennett. 2 down, nobody on. Here's Lindley Patterson, who homered her first at bat and takes ball 1 high. Patterson hit a towering shot over the scoreboard in right field. Up on top the mound, out beyond the scoreboard. 1-0 pitch to Patterson. It's high, ball 2, 2-0 the count. Wilcott in the on-deck circle. It's 10-0 Kennett. Bottom of the second. 2 outs in the inning. 2-0 pitch to Patterson. Swing and a miss. Strike 1. Bloom Bella, Flowers and Gifts, one of our great broadcast sponsors. Deanna and all the crew over there do great work when you need flowers or the special gifts. See them, Bloom Bella. Here's a line drive over the second baseman's head. Going to drop in for a base hit. And a wide turn by Patterson. She'll stay at first with a 2-out single. Single into right center field. Presley got it back in after she mishandled it just a bit. That brings in Bailey Wilcott. Bailey singled on an infield hit to the shortstop, her first at bat. Chokes up on the bat, steps up, and takes the first one outside, ball 1. McAtee in the on-deck circle for Kennett. This ball popped down the left field line, over toward the line, and it lands in fair territory. So that ball is fair, and that's going to be a double by Wilcott. Patterson will stop at third as it lands right along the line. That's an area, again, I can't see. But Patterson over, Wilcott to second base on the play. So Kennett now with runners at second and third, 2 outs, and here's McAtee at the plate. Hanley singled and scored her first at bat. She'll pop this one up on the infield. In foul territory, the pitcher, Presley, will make the play for out number 3. That'll do it for the Lady Indians, but they add to their lead 10-0. Our score as we go to the top of the third. Back with more right after this.
Hello, I'm Trenton Patterson with Patterson Auto Sales in Kennett. If you're looking for a newer, late model vehicle at a great price, then you need to come see me at Patterson Auto Sales. I've worked for the big dealerships, and I can save you money off of what you pay when you buy a used car or truck at the dealership. Plus, I have several great credit options, and we can guarantee financing for anyone, regardless of credit. Come see me, Trenton Patterson, at Patterson Auto Sales, 1005 First Street in Kennett, or visit our website online at pattersonautosales.mycarsonline.com.
Who doesn't love being number one? When your team's dominating the standings, or your favorite band rocks the charts at number 1, it feels good, right? Kind of like how it feels when you have auto insurance with State Farm. Because making you feel like number 1 is an honor your local State Farm agent takes seriously. Through the good times and not so good, your State Farm agent's proud to be here to help life go right.
See State Farm agent Greg Wilson in Kennett. Call 888-4913.
8, 9, and 1 due up for Risco here in the top of the third. J.C. Thompson will lead things off, followed by Razor and then White. Emma Bodkin, 28 pitches through 2 innings. Inside the circle, Century 21 Real Estate here in Kennett. One of our great broadcast sponsors. We appreciate their support. For our broadcast, pitch on the outside corner to Thompson is a called strike, and we're underway here in the third inning. Kennett leads 10-0. Foul straight back to the screen. And it's 0-2 to J.C. Thompson leading off the inning. The 0-2 pitch. Fouled to the backstop. The count remains 0-2. Lady Indians, their next action coming up tomorrow. A couple of tough games. So they'll play Diamond at 4:30, and then Mount Vernon at 6. Diamond is currently 13-0 and ranked above the Lady Indians in the state. Next pitch is low. Ball 1. 1-2 the count to J.C. Thompson. Mount Vernon is 9-3 on the season. And they are also ranked right there along with the Kennett Indians. A swing and a miss, and Thompson goes down on strikes. Out number 1 here in the inning. That'll be the opponents tomorrow. That'll be fun. Diamond at 4:30, 6 o'clock Mount Vernon, then Valley Catholic at 9 o'clock Saturday morning, and then West County, another really good ball club, at 1:30. First pitch is a ball to Leslie Razor, the right fielder, from Emma Bodkin. Ground ball slowly hit toward first, fielded there by the first baseman, and Payne will step on the bag for out number 2. First 2 retired. We'll go back to the top of the order, and here's Aubrey White. Aubrey grounded out to Barton at third, her first plate appearance. First pitch from Bodkin is at the knees on the outside corner, called strike 1. Kennett leading 10-0 here. Looking to go 11-0 on the season. 0-1 pitch to White. Swing and a miss. It's 0-2 to Aubrey. Emma Bodkin, the 0-2 pitch. A little bit high, ball 1. Cardinals now lead 6-5, bottom of the 7th. Runner in scoring position down at 2nd. In that ball game, home opener up in St. Louis for the Cardinals. The 1-2 pitch to White. Inside corner, called strike 3. That'll do it. For the Tigers, they come up empty as they're retired 1-2-3 in the top half of the third. It'll be Baker, or coming up for the Lady Indians, it'll be McKegg, Wilson, and Tennant when we go to the bottom of the third inning, right after this short timeout.
Experience the April 8th total solar eclipse at the American Legion Fairgrounds in Kennett. Delta Fair vendors will offer a taste of the fair Saturday and Sunday with live music provided by Rooster Blue, Andre Shepard, The Suspects, Double Take, Elliott Wade, and Jaded. The eclipse will take place Monday when Kennett falls within the moon's shadow for a total of 2 minutes and 12 seconds beginning at 1:57 p.m. Join the fun at the American Legion Fairgrounds in Kennett.
Come see Grace and Glow at the corner of Tico and First Street in Kennett. They offer 24-hour access tanning, so you can tan when you want to tan. Just $55 a month gets you unlimited tanning or single sessions for $8. They also offer the most popular weight loss shots, semaglutide and tirzepatide, plus Botox and Dysport shots, along with fillers to make you look your best. Be sure to visit their great boutique. That's Grace and Glow at the corner of Tico and First Street in Kennett.
10-0 Kennett as we move to the bottom of the third inning. McKeag followed by Wilson, who has at least 3 RBIs today, because I'm not the official scorer. They don't put the hits and errors up on the scoreboard. I really can't tell how officially it was ruled. Her first ball that she put in play, a hard-hit ball that the shortstop was unable to handle. See those count so often as a base hit. College and pros, and even at the high school level. But we'll see how it's scored officially. As it is, 1 run was credited on an RBI there, I believe, officially. I put her down as a base hit. That would give her the record over Hannah Criswell with 4 RBIs, but more than likely Wilson has 3, and she'll bat second here in this inning. Kinsley McKeag will lead things off. Kinsley on the afternoon has walked and singled on a fly ball out in left field. Trying to get on board for Wilson and have another big inning here. Wilson, that 2-run homer to left, her last at bat. And a strike in there to McKeag on the inside corner. Strike 1. Ultimate Fitness and Sports, another one of our great broadcast sponsors. We appreciate them as McKeag tries to bunt at this one and comes up empty. And it's 0-2 on Kinsley. Ultimate Fitness, they have great membership packages. You can go work out when you want to and get in shape. The warm months ahead, or if you're an athlete, they have great indoor practice facilities. Again, it's certainly fortunate to have that facility available. Ultimate Fitness and Sports here in Kennett, one of our great sponsors. This pitch will hit the batter, Kinsley McKeag, and she'll head down to first base. So Wilson comes to the plate with either 3 or 4 RBIs on the day. She's either 1 for 2 or 2 for 2. Depending on how the first hit was scored. She'll take the first pitch inside and throw down to second, not in time, and that puts McKeag in scoring position. She drives that run in. She will have the record, no doubt. That would at least give Hadley Wilson, at the minimum, 4 RBIs, possibly 5 today. And she pops this one down the right field line on the batting cage and out of play. And the count goes to 1-1. Tennant in the on-deck circle. Runner at second is McKeag, the 1-1. This ball down the right field line, slicing, and it's going to drop in for a hit. Wilson will stop at first, and the runner at third will round and score on the play. So we're going to call that a Kennett school record with a single the opposite way, a fly ball that drops down the line. McKeag scores from second base on the play. Wilson either has 4 or 5 RBIs. Now, on the day, and the first pitch, a called strike to Emma Tennant. Emma has had a big day as well for the Lady Indians as she is homered to center and singled on a little fly ball out to center field. Next pitch is a ball, 1-1 the count to the Kennett cleanup hitter and catcher, Emma Tennant. Wilson, the base runner at first. Kennett leads 11-0. This pitch a little bit high, ball 2 to Tennant. Inside corner is called strike 2. Good pitch that time from Presley. Payne will bat next for the Indians, but the cleanup hitter, Emma Tennant, now at the plate with a 2-2 count. Nobody out, and Wilson at first pops it over the backstop. Stays alive, 2-2. The 2-2 pitch, Presley to Emma Tennant. Emma again fouls it to the backstop and stays alive. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Wilson's fly ball down the right field line. Dropped just in fair territory, and a run scores from second. A swing and a miss is the first out of the inning as Tennant goes down on strikes. But with the RBI, McAtee scoring, McKegg scoring, that will give Wilson the school record of 164, could be 165 RBIs. The first pitch is low and inside, ball 1 to Avery Payne. Avery grounded out to the pitcher and doubled on a line drive down the left field line, and this one's hit high and deep to left field, and the left fielder will make the play, Thompson. Good play by Thompson out in left field on the fly ball out there, just a little bit off the end of the bat of Payne. And Thompson able to get under the fly ball, get it back in. It's Wilson returns to first base. 2 down now in the inning. And Lauren Barton at the plate. Lauren 1 for 2 on the afternoon and takes strike 1. Lauren singled on a line drive to center field and grounded out to the pitcher. Her last at bat. Presley's 0-1. Low and outside. Gets to the screen. That'll let Wilson get down to second. 1-1 the count now on Barton. Wilson in scoring position at second base and 2 outs. Bodkin in the on-deck circle. Barton at the plate. Lauren looks to drive in another run here and takes it high. Ball 2. 2-1 the count. 1 run in the inning for the Lady Indians. McKegg scored on Wilson's single to right field. This ball hit out to left center field. Center fielder Presley goes over and makes the catch for out number 3. Indians strand a runner at the bottom of the third. They score 1 and lead 11-0 as we go to the 4th. Back with more right after this.
At Harris Pharmacy, you can get all of your prescriptions in one stop, and we'll even remind you when it's time to get a refill with our MedSync and Refill Reminder programs. Hi, this is Darren with Harris Pharmacy. Stop by today at 1224 First Street in Kennett for your over-the-counter and prescription needs. You can come through the drive-thru, or we deliver for free inside the city limits of Kennett. We also offer flu, shingles, and pneumonia vaccines. Come see us today at Harris Pharmacy in Kennett. Good luck, Indians.
Kennett Bowling Lanes is under new ownership, and they're excited to announce new menu items coming soon with delicious lunch specials every day. Looking for a fun family outing? Family night is every Wednesday night from 4 to 8. Kids bowl for free with a meal purchase. Book your next birthday party with a basic or pizza party package. They can also host business events. Call 888-9400 to make a reservation or stop by 1315 St. Francis Street in Kennett. Kennett Bowling Lanes. Strike up some fun.
Wallace will come in to play first base for Coach Logan Dollins' ball club. So a defensive change as Payne will come out with Kennett leading 11-0. As Wallace, the new first baseman, Wallace will be hitting in the 5-hole for the Lady Indians. Landry Baker will lead things off, facing Emma Bodkin. Bodkin has pitched to beauty so far here this afternoon. This was a little looper out in the center field, and a great play by Wilcutt to come on and grab that one. Little sinking fly ball in center field, and Wilcutt got a good jump on it for out number one. Only one hit in the ball game so far for Risco. Strike on the outside corner. Bodkin to Jalen Presley, the Risco pitcher, the number 2 hitter, or number 3 hitter in the order. Ground ball foul down the third baseline. I have Kennett with 13 hits unofficially. Could be 12 very easily. Kennett has hit the ball well, and they put 11 runs up on the board. 0-2 the count to Presley. The pitch called. Strike 3 on the outside corner. That's the second out. The cleanup hitter, Peyton Carlisle, will bat. Carlisle flied out to Wilcutt in center field. Emma Bodkin, another quick inning. 4 pitches and 2 outs already. Pitch low, ball 1. This one's hit down to third, and that is fair. And a throw across by Barton is in time. Barton right along the line. Man, that was a heck of a play. Barton can play some third base. And the throw across the diamond to Wallace for the out. So 1, 2, 3. The Tigers retired in the top half of the fourth. Kennett comes to bat. Bottom half of the inning, it'll be Bodkin, Patterson, and Wilcutt due up for the Lady Indians when we return to Indian Park right after this.
Kennett Girls Softball Association is a proud sponsor of Kennett Indian Softball. Their goal is to promote the game of softball as well as stress the importance of sportsmanship to girls in Kennett and the surrounding areas. Registrations are currently being accepted until March 29th for softball and baseball at Baker, Wellman Brown, and Farm Bureau. Get those kiddos signed up for a summer of fun.
Locally owned Kennett Trust Bank understands the importance of great service, great rates, and putting the focus on you. Hi, this is John Patton with Kennett Trust Bank, inviting you to stop by at our new location, 917 First Street in Kennett. We offer full banking services like checking, savings accounts, plus home, auto, commercial, and agricultural loans. Stop by our new location, 917 First Street today, or online at KennettTrustBank.com. Kennett Trust Bank is proud to support the Kennett Indians. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Hello, I'm Trenton Patterson with Patterson Auto Sales in Kennett. If you're looking for a newer, late model vehicle at a great price, then you need to come see me at Patterson Auto Sales. I've worked for the big dealerships, and I can save you money off of what you pay when you buy a used car or truck at the dealership. Plus, I have several great credit options, and we can guarantee financing for anyone, regardless of credit. Come see me, Trenton Patterson, at Patterson Auto Sales, 1005 First Street in Kennett, or visit our website online at pattersonautosales.mycarsonline.com.
Thanks to Patterson Auto Sales, one of our great broadcast sponsors, Kennett Indian Softball. Go by and see them. They always have some great-looking vehicles there. Ground ball to short off the bat of Bodkin. Throw to first and a quick 1 out. A new pitcher into the ball game for Risco. So 1 pitch and 1 out for Carlisle, who is now doing the pitching. Albritton moves behind the plate, and I believe Presley moves down to third defensively for the Lady Tigers. Here's Lindley Patterson. She's 2 for 2. Pops this one up. Catcher will look up and has it go off her glove. Tough play that sign for Albritton. So wind kind of blew it back into play, and that's strike 1 to Patterson. Patterson had a 2-run homer to right field and singled on the line drive to center field. The 0-1 pitch is high and outside, ball one. 2-0, Zenith Hornersville leading South Pim in the 6th inning. Dennis Nail giving me that report. Good ball game there over at Zenith Hornersville. This pitch a ball. And it's 2-1 to Patterson. Here's a ground ball up the middle, base hit. Here's a 1-out single, and Patterson's 3 for 3. Hard ground ball right back up the middle. 1-out base runner is Patterson at first, and here's Bailey Wilcutt. Bailey is 2 for 2 on the afternoon. Singled on a ground ball past the shortstop and doubled on a fly ball down the left field line. She'll hit this one back to the pitcher. Throw down to second for the force out, and that's all they're going to get on the fielder's choice. Ground ball to Carlisle. She'll give it down to White for the out. The force out of Patterson. 2 outs in the inning, runner at first for Kennett. And back to the top of the order, here's Hanley McAtee. Running on the first pitch is Wilcutt. The pitch was a ball, and now runner in scoring position. They'll throw it away and retrieve it. Now thrown out, trying to go to third. On the play is Wilcutt. As the ball got away, and Wilcutt tried to move it down to third base. And was thrown out. Carlisle backing up the play, threw it to Presley for the out, and that will do it for the Lady Indians as they come up empty in the 4th. We'll go to the 5th inning. Risco bats. Kennett leading this one 11-0.
Who doesn't love being number one? When your team's dominating the standings, or your favorite band rocks the charts at number one, it feels good, right? Kind of like how it feels when you have auto insurance with State Farm. Because making you feel like number one is an honor your local State Farm agent takes seriously. Through the good times and not so good, your State Farm agent's proud to be here to help life go right.
See State Farm agent Greg Wilson in Kennett. Call 888-4913.
Experience the April 8th total solar eclipse at the American Legion Fairgrounds in Kennett. Delta Fair vendors will offer a taste of the fair Saturday and Sunday with live music provided by Rooster Blue, Andre Shepard, The Suspects, Double Take, Elliott Wade, and Jaded. The eclipse will take place Monday when Kennett falls within the moon's shadow for a total of 2 minutes and 12 seconds beginning at 1:57 p.m. Join the fun at the American Legion Fairgrounds in Kennett.
Big weekend coming up in Kennett with the eclipse coming up as we go to the top of the 5th inning and a strike called on Albritton. So I'll update my innings here. There we go. Top of the 5th. Scoreboard still has the 4th, but it's top of the 5th. The Albritton, Presley, and Collier. And Emma Bodkin, quick work in her last inning. This ball is popped up to the first baseman. There is Wallace for the easy play for out number 1. So a couple of pitches, and the first batter retired. Here is Avery Presley coming to the plate. Foul back to the screen, strike 1. Two nothing. Zenith Hornersville leading South Pim in the 6th over on KCRV. Here's a base hit to left between McAtee and Barton. A line drive to left and a 1-out base runner is Avery Presley. Presley at first base, and here's Natalie Collier with 1 out. The first pitch is low, ball 1. Kennett leads 11-0. Top of the 5th inning. Bodkin. This pitch is high, ball 2, 2-0 the count. Three and 0. This one misses inside. One out single by Presley. She hit it hard between short and third. She's down at first base with one down. A 3-0 count on Natalie Collier. Strike on the outside corner. 3-1 the count to Collier. Our next Kennett Indian baseball game will be on Monday here at Indian Park against Portageville. Well, that's a good ball club, and the Indians will be back at home. This ball popped up shallow right field, going out McKegg, the second baseman, to make the play. And that's out number 2 on the little pop fly. Presley returns to first base, now 2 down for J.C. Thompson. Kennett leads 11-0. We're in the top of the 5th. A big cut by Thompson. Fouls it straight back. Strike 1. Busy week of baseball next week for the baseball Indians. Now the 0-1 pitch. Here's a little looper back up the middle, and a nice play by McKegg. She'll try to shovel it over to McAtee, but she was real close to McAtee, and they couldn't make the hookup down at second. Probably going to be a hit. Little looper that drops in there. And there's going to be 2-0 now and 2 outs, and Leslie Razor at the plate. Top of the 5th, and Risco threatening here, and there's a strike in. That little pop fly was right back up the middle. McKegg tried to move over to her right and caught it on a short hop while she was sliding to her knees, and then tried to flip to McAtee. A very close play there. And this ball is fouled to the screen. It's 0-2 on Leslie Razor. White, the leadoff hitter in the on-deck circle for Risco. Kennett leads 11-0. Outside corner called strike 3. Couple of runners stranded for the Tigers. Here in the top of the 5th, we go to the bottom of the 5th. Lady Indians will send the top of the order to the plate. McAtee, McKegg, and Wilson when we return to Indian Park right after this. Back at Indian Park, we are at the end of the ball game. My bad. It's the 10-run rule after 5 innings, so that's it. In this one, Kennett wins at 11-0. Here's the way the box score looks unofficially, and my scoring up in the press box, and it could be totally different down in the dugout. That's for certain. I have Kennett with 11 runs on 14 hits, and Kennett not committing any errors in the field. For Risco, they scored no runs on 3 hits in the ball game, and Risco did not commit any errors in this one. Looking at the batting for the Lady Indians, I have McAtee going 1 for 3 with a run scored in the ball game. McKegg was 1 for 1 with 3 runs scored in the ball game. And Wilson, I had her at 3 for 3 with a couple of runs and 5 RBIs. It could very well be 2 for 3 with 4 RBIs in the ball game, but nonetheless, Wilson should overtake the previous home run or RBI leader on the season, and that was Hannah Criswell. You remember just a few years ago, Hannah, such a great ball player, and she currently held the record at 163, so right now it is Hadley Wilson. She'll have the record for sure with 164. It could even be 165 RBIs, so congratulations to Hadley Wilson for that great accomplishment. She had a big day today. Tennant was 2 for 3 on the afternoon with a couple of RBIs and 2 runs scored. Payne was 1 for 3 with a run scored and an RBI. Barton was 1 for 3 with a run scored in the ball game. Bodkin had an RBI on the afternoon. Patterson was 3 for 3 with a run scored and 2 RBIs and a 2-run home run. And Wilcutt was 2 for 3, the number 9 hitter in the order. Home runs in the ball game. The long ball was certainly in play here this afternoon for the Kennett Indians as Tennant, Patterson, and Wilson all homered in the ball game. And Emma Bodkin picks up the 5-inning victory, giving up 3 hits unofficially, struck out 4 on the afternoon, and the defense was very good behind Emma. 11-0, our final score here at Indian Park as we reach 6 o'clock this afternoon. Again, Lady Indians move to 11-0 with a victory over Risco. They'll play Diamond, who is undefeated, 13-0 at 4:30 tomorrow, and then Mount Vernon at 6 o'clock tomorrow. That's all up in the West County area. I think those games are at Park Hills, and they'll be playing at West County on Saturday, but don't keep the location official because they are in that area, and they're going to play 4 games. Diamond first tomorrow, followed by Mount Vernon, 4:30 and 6 o'clock starts. Then Valley Catholic at 9 o'clock on Saturday. The final game over there will be against West County at 1:30. I think Mineral Area College may also be hosting some of the games over there. So the Lady Indians will be over there. They will be at West County for the games on Saturday against Valley Catholic and West County. I believe Mineral Area will host the Diamond and Mount Vernon games tomorrow for the Lady Indians. We'll try to keep you up to date on how things are going over there. Congratulations to the Lady Indians and Hadley Wilson. Certainly, what a great accomplishment as she has now set the school record with at least 164 RBIs on the season. Hadley Wilson needed 4 to break that record, and she for sure has 4, could possibly have 5, depending on the official scoring. That's going to do it for our broadcast. Thanks again to all of our broadcast sponsors who make Lady Indian softball possible on the radio and also our live video stream. Lots more games coming, as Dennis Nail will have the call of the majority of those. It's been fun bringing you this one. I'll be back with Kennett Indian baseball on Monday here at Indian Park. Yes, Eclipse Day, and we're going to have baseball against Portageville here at Indian Park. 11-0, Lady Indians get the victory and move to 11-0 in the season. We'll be back next time with more Lady Indian softball.
This has been Kennett Indian Softball. Sponsors for our broadcast include Kennett Bowling Lanes, State Farm Insurance, Kennett Trust Bank, Harris Pharmacy, Curapath Wellness, Kennett Girls Softball Association, and Patterson Auto Sales. Other sponsors include Bloom Bella Flowers and Gifts, Century 21, Ultimate Fitness, and Hanley McAtee Farms. This broadcast has been a production of Pollock Broadcasting Company.